Ooh-wee. Hopefully I fixed the problem. Hopefully. Hey, did I fix the problem? Hey, did I fix the problem? Bet your ass I did. What's up? Ooh, that was excellent. A lot of asses, by the way. Okay. Now that I hear that, no, don't tell me. I just heard myself. I know you can hear me. I just heard myself on my own phone. I'm busting my beans. No, I know you can hear me because I just heard myself on my phone. We good? We sexy? Now be honest, Joe. You can hear me, right? Because I heard myself on my phone. We good, Joe? Hey, we good? Yeah? Everything sexy? Oh, we... You got a new camera in here. You see my new camera? Oh my god. All right. Oh man. I forgot to turn the heat on down here. Boy, it's cold in Wichita and Brass Bra. I ain't lying to you. Oh, that mercy. Oh, I got a coffee over here. I got some cranberry juice over there. And I got a kidney stone down there, so it is what it is. Hey, can you hear me well now, Joe? I know I turned everything on and I can see the meters running good and I can see that the meter's running good up there. For some reason, it didn't switch. And I'm running, well, right now I'm running I'm running two things. I bought myself another Analog microscope for down here. I have a big one upstairs, but you know, I like to have a microscope up in my room because sometimes I lay down at night and I'll just be playing with coins or whatever. Sunday, I got a special coin I'm going to bring. I was telling Brother George about it. It's full tone gold with a rainbow. It's like a rainbow waved pattern on it. An 1835 bust, $50. Absolutely beautiful, fine or better condition. I mean, it is just absolutely. I've never seen anything. I traded 2 Morgans for it. It is that beautiful. But I mean, I'm not a $50 collector, but I had to get it. I mean, even for somebody that wants, you know, put it up on auction, somebody will have a really nice app. I mean, it's super. If I give up two of my Morgans, you know it's nice. So I'll be bringing that Sunday. It's nice. I mean, super nice. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. What's up, Brandon? What's up, man? How goes the battle? Anyway, got all kinds of little things going on. I got another camera too. Oh, I got that camera. But what I want to do, I might end up having to build another PC when I make enough money. Let me tell you, you never have enough money. That's for sure. Got a new seat. A new seat. I just can't get comfortable on it. I don't know how people get comfortable on these little seats, but I just like that. Anyways, you winning? What are you winning? What are you winning? Did you win a new car? Yes, folks. Come on down. You're the next contestant on the turd throwing contest is right. Yes, folks. Today you can step right up and throw turds and win yourself a new car. Stay tuned for the next station identification. I really never got the whole thing behind all of that, you know? Why people say all that stuff. Because, you know, I never met anybody that won a lot of money. I really haven't. Yeah, why not? You never chucked turds when you was a kid? Cow patties? Man, let me tell you. Oh, I better not tell this story. I'm not going to tell it. Maybe someday in a private stream or something, I'll tell you a story, Jeff, about cow turds. Cow turds, a spoon for $50. I'll tell you that story sometime. You remind me. Oh, my God, the shit I used to do when I was a kid. Anyway, I want to enlighten you all tonight. That's all Joe, Texas Joe, that's in the stream. It's all his fault. Okay? This stream's all his fault. So, if this goes sideways, okay, and I get screwed on this deal, it's all on him. We'll send him the bill. If this is an epiphany and it does well, and I do well on the grades of these 20 coins, I got something I'm going to send him. One way or another. He's either going to get a gag gift or he'll get something cool. So we're going to see. And it might be just a turd in the box. Who knows? Yeah, I'm... am I coming in all right, Joe? Am I streaming okay? I haven't ran a hard line down here yet, so I am on wireless. I just let you know. But what I can do is 5 times 5. Okay, cool. So anyway, I'll wait to read, but so anyway, we'll talk about this and we'll leave that until a couple other people come in. So I have a camera there, which is a really nice camera. The only thing is long streams, it doesn't seem to want to be very kind to me. So now it's on Amazon and they had this camera. I guess somebody didn't like it. But so I picked it up. And it looks really cool. I mean, it's a nice camera. Now, dual focus. And what I'm going to do is I got to figure it out. But I'm going to, up on the ceiling, what I'd like to do with this is stick this on something in here, you know, like a screw. And then have it so that I can pull it down, you know, pull it down on a boom. And then run this and get an extension for it. And I'll probably have to do it from there. So that way this drops down, right? And that way I can have a better zoom in. If I don't want to work off of this, off of that camera on the screen. You know what I'm saying? But this is high tech here. And the reason why I want to do this is because I could bring it down and then I could do manual focusing. That is automatic. That's autofocus. This is manual focus. So I think that this will be cool. Hey, what's up, Esther? How goes the battle? So anyway, I picked this up. These are regular $100 and some for these. I picked it up for $25. Brand new, never been used. So I was like, shit, I'm down. Works fine. Yeah, I'm still kicking. You kicking? I'm kicking. All kicking. Only thing is, I'm trying to kick this kidney stone out. It's stuck at the base of my peep. I ain't liking it. Okay? 2 stones is enough, not 3. Oh, you're kicking. Nice deal at 25. Yeah, I thought so. $25. I mean, I've got plenty of cameras. Matter of fact, what I'm going to start doing is something a little different, and I think that maybe our little community will like it a lot better. I already mentioned it. You know, I only want to do auctions a couple times a month, just for fun. You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't have to go and purchase a lot of stuff. I don't want to be like other channels. I just don't want to do that. You know, let them guys do it. You know, they need the money. I mean, I need it for, you know, my benefits and stuff. But, and, you know, I don't know. I just would rather just have fun and teach people. And if people want to give me donations and send it to my PayPal, you know, for whatever, you know, buy stuff for giveaways or, you know, use the money for children in the community or stuff like that. I would rather do that. It's a lot less work for me. I've been putting in too many hours and I've been trying to, you know, do my ministry stuff, and it's really taken from my ministry, and it is exhausting because people are seeing it, and that's really not the way I roll. I know what I was called to do. So, I mean, if somebody needs me to do it, that's fine, but I just, you know, I think you guys get it. You know, when you get older, you like to have the fun, and when the fun and it becomes too much work, it takes from the fun of it, you know, and so I just think that would be cooler, you know. I could just give stuff away instead of having to sell stuff all the time and then try to pinch a little bit off of that to buy stuff. So I think it'll work. But, and you know, I have donations that came in and I used some of the money to buy a few things, which I'm going to be giving away. But the requirement is I have to build up or have you know, or, you know, if I'm going to give stuff away, they're going to have to pay for the shipping for whatever it is. But I got some cool stuff. I got digital microscopes. I got some of these. Oh, let me tell you guys about these. I got to tell you about these. So I'm going to be doing some streaming that's going to require intricate work. We're going to do this together. I come from 4 generations of clockmakers, right? And I used to sit downstairs with my grandpa and watch my grandpa. You know, my grandfather was so good at it, you know, and fix clocks and watches and all kinds of stuff. My grandfather was really deep into it, and you know, it's always been something in the back of my mind, and you know, I used to dabble with it a little bit, but I'd really like to get into it more, you know. And my reason for this is maybe, you know, through donations or whatever, I pick up a bunch of watches. We see if we can fix them, and you know, we can put nice bands on them, and give them away to people. You know, I think that's cool too. You know, some old watches and old pocket watches and stuff like that. And then sometime, you know, I'll bring down my collection of watches that I have. Um, I have to hunt them all up because I don't know where I put everything. But I ordered a really nice case. Um, I was going to build one, but it's too damn cold out there in the shop. So um, I ordered a nice maple one. So what it is, it's artist. It's a artist case, so it's made out of wood. It's about that wide, I guess. It's about that tall. I think it's got like 7 drawers on it. And I thought, man, that's perfect. I could put all the watches in there. Like you know, a certain number of them will have uh, my wristwatches in. The other ones will have my pocket watches in. I mean, they're not really expensive stuff, but I thought it would be cool to do something like that. We're always trying to learn something, so why not, right? And buy some cheap ones. I'm sure we're going to screw a few up. I'm sure I'm going to break a few things. Probably have jewels popping out on me or springs or whatever. Bezels or you know I'll probably mess the train up a couple times because not every watch is the same. You have your Swiss movements, and then you have your German type movements. I mean, there's some differences, but anyways, in your Japanese movements, so and I think it'd be fun to do something cool, something different. And then when it starts to warm up, I'll go out in the shop and I'll record some videos out in the shop. I'll be doing some things, making some things, and maybe we'll auction some of that stuff off. Some cool stuff like that. But I got a few different plans going on. Anyway, I don't know if you guys like that stuff, but I thought it'd be cool. Anyway, so um, I deal with wholesalers sometimes, and I was telling this one wholesaler, I said, "Hey, I need some loops." He goes, loops. So I got some loops, right? I got these little loops. I think I showed you guys. They're little fold out loops and they got LEDs on them, right? If you didn't see them, I'll show you. So I got some of these loops. They're really good loops. And there's a chain in there and whatever, right? And then he sent me these digital microscopes. And then he sent me 4 pairs of these. Now, these are made out of plastic. They're like them wired ones, right? I don't really care for the steel ones that much. I have a set upstairs. They are all right, but I like these ones. These ones are really good. I really like them. And they adjust. So he gave me 3 digital microscopes. There's 3 digital microscopes, 5 of the loops, and 4 of these. Um, he gave me a discount on all of them, as a package deal. So, I couldn't go wrong. I think I paid like $120 for all of them or something, with free shipping. So, anyway, I picked them all up. So I thought that was kind of cool. I mean, and I checked on it. He did give me a good deal. So, um, and he told me if I need more, then I can contact him and get more. All right, be right back. You got to go pee. Don't tell me if you have to, because I've gone pee more times in the last couple days. It's been crazy. So anyway, I've been working on that. So, some cool stuff. I don't know what you guys think of what I'm telling you. I mean, there's only 3 of us in here. But I thought it was a good idea. Oh man. Anyway, so I got some cool stuff going on. So what have you been up to, Esther? How are the kids? How are your kids doing? Good? Oh, and here I am talking about the kids. Yeah, I wondering how the kids were doing. Good. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Man, when I tell you, you guys need to pray for Old Soul Poet. He has been. Look, I talk to him almost every day, right? We talk about various things, because both of us are in that type of work that, you know, we in and out facet. So we talk to each other about a lot of different things. He's a good guy, I mean, proud to have him as a friend, you know. And lately it's like I get like 10 minutes of conversation and then it's like the phone's ringing or somebody's coming through the door or something. I mean, he's getting wore out. He's still trucking along. God bless him, boy. I have to put some extra prayers in there. I don't know. Seems like God's challenging both of us these days. Yeah. What was I going to say? Anyway, so what I'm going to do every stream that I have from now on is I'm going to read one of his poems out of his book. Now he's got 3 books. I got one of them. I'm going to get the other 2, but I'm going to read, every poem in his book. We'll go through every poem because, you got to know him, which I do. So, well, I mean, I know what I've learned of him in the past few months. We got pretty close. Anyway, I just think that you'd enjoy it. And there'll probably be a lot of people later on, that'll come in and they'll watch the stream and they'll get to hear it. But I'm going to read one. Can you hear me all right? So I want to read this first poem off of page 1. I've already asked him for permission, before I decided to read him. He gave me permission. He said he'd love that. So I just think that, to know the man is to read his book, right? And to read what he actually writes and what he thinks. So the first poem is called A Crucified America. Boy, doesn't that just hit home. And in the dust, the crickets chirped. The silent dead of war. It bled quietly as they cooled. We, on their hallowed ground, as if they were never there. In great pious shame, there's talk of them, a selfish cause we serve, and spit upon our country's own. We crucified America, dared not to look her in the eye, yet took our own profits and walked away as we raised her cross up high. Now, I looked at this and I went, talking about? And it says, in the dusk, the crickets chirped. Okay, so there was a silence. Then it said, and it goes right into that, the silent dead of war. Now, I take that as in there's a war that is always brewing, but it's quiet to some, right? Bled quietly as they cooled. We, on their hallowed ground, on holy ground, as if they were never there. So, and then it goes on to say, in great pious shame, there's talk of them, a selfish cause we serve, and spit upon our country's own. We crucified America, did not to look her in the eye, yet we took our profits and walked away, as we raised her cross up high. Well, you know, you could take that as in, we say that we're Christian people and that we do Christian things and that we stand for specific things in America. This is what I take from it. And all of the things and sacrifices that, our forefathers have given us and have died for and have sacrificed for, you know, we take it for granted, because we're selfish and we serve our country the wrong way, you know. Here we make money and do whatever, but what do we give back to her, And when you're on holy ground, it's like when you go to Arlington Memorial Cemetery, all of those crosses. I mean, it's really something to see, I mean, all of those people who sacrificed so that we could live and do the things that we do every day. It's like I was telling, hi, Tony. It's like I was telling my son, I said, you think that, because he's going through some troubles right now, I mean, and as a dad, you only want to take it so far. I mean, he needs to figure it out, and he will, and it'll take him time. I said, but all your troubles and everything, think about it, You don't have to you don't have to ride in the horse and buggy. You don't have to shoe the horse. You don't have to trim the horse's hoofs. You don't have to brush the horse. You don't have to feed the horse 3 times a day. You don't have to water the horse. You don't have to shit in an outhouse at 20 below zero and wonder if your cheeks are going to get stuck to the toilet seat. You don't have to walk, a quarter of a mile down to the river and with a bucket and get some water and break the ice to get some water to bring it back to the house. You don't have to chop wood. You don't have to grow your own vegetables and store them in a root cellar and hope that they all last the winter. You don't have to worry about going out and getting eggs. You don't have to worry about, being a horse and buggy and riding 5 miles into town, to go to work and then 5 miles back. You don't have to worry about a lot of things. Now, granted, those people didn't have TV. They had to entertain themselves a specific way. They didn't have internet. They didn't have a lot of things that we take for granted. But if it wasn't for all the struggles that those people went through, which magnify themselves by 100 times what we have to really deal with, So when you think you're really struggling, maybe you ought to think about how bad they struggled, to make this nation what it is, so that we could enjoy all of these luxuries that we have. I mean, every day, I fought in 2 wars, and I know from my sacrifice, but we're talking about, think about the farmers. I mean, what would we do without the farmers? I mean, I grew up on a farm and I know how hard the work is. I think about those farmers that have big farms, thousands of acres, and they're out there every day. They don't get no time off, and they're happy. They're happy people. Granted, their equipment is really expensive. I mean, they're in deep. They're in deep. I mean, chicken farmers, man. Oh my God! I was watching a documentary on chicken farmers, right? And how they grow for specific people. They raise these, and some of the the raising of those chickens are horrendous. You know, and I just don't. I'm sorry, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in killing anything without a reason. I mean, I grew up on a farm killing chickens and pigs and, you know, ducks and cows and everything. But one thing that I learned from my uncle was there's a right and a wrong way to do something, right? And something sacrificing their life for your life, uh, needs to be done in the right way. And it doesn't matter a plant. A plant lives, you know. You say, well, but it doesn't have eyeballs and a mouth and it doesn't talk to you. Oh, but if you pay attention, it may not have an eyeball or whatever, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't live, right? I mean, it's a proven fact that if you pick a vegetable, right, it glows. It has a glow about it, right? Because it still has life in it. And if you eat that plant or that fruit or that vegetable after you just pick it, it's the healthiest of all. It's not the same as if somebody picks it, they put it in a box, they process it, whatever. It doesn't have the same life, and they show that. You can see it. So, I believe that everything gives its life. I mean, I think it's a continuous circle. It takes life to give life, right? So, I mean, I'm not getting nitpicky with it or anything, but I think where I'm getting at is sacrifice. We're all making sacrifices, right? Hey, what's up, Muscle Show? How you doing, man? I just want to let you know, hey, that was a nice thing you did for Can Can. I was in the chat. I watched it, but I've been dealing with this kidney stone, so I didn't feel like I really felt like socializing at the time. But that was a nice thing that you did for him. That's a good deal. He's a good guy. So I did want to let you know that was cool what you did. Anyway, where was I at in my conversation? So, anyways, so I I was telling my son, I said, it goes back to the old saying in the Bible, give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish, he eats for a lifetime, right? So, I try to give him wisdom and I try to teach him, and I'm not trying to be hard, but I think that through it all, even a little bit of struggling, he'll figure it out, just like I did, and I had 10 times more on my mind, you know, and I didn't have a new car and I didn't have, an iPhone 12 and all the best of this and that, I learned to live by my means. So, you know, and I know it's going to be tough and I know it's going to be a struggle for him, but he'll get through it, just like the rest of us old farts got through it, right? So, yeah, no one likes to see the kid struggle, but I think he needs to figure this part out in his life. He's single. You know, the only thing he has is the bills that he's acquired. Outside of that, he doesn't have any responsibility for children. You know, he doesn't have $500,000 worth of debt like some of us. Having our own small farms or whatever that we pay a mortgage on. So in retrospective, whatever his problems are, it's not that bad. I think sometimes people magnify the simplest little things to be these real bad things, so that you know they just get out of control of it, and it's just something simple that can be easily fixed. I mean, everybody's personality and disposition are different, so but I think you'll be fine. You will, you know. Things heal in time, and I think that he's going through a healing process too, but he'll be all right. He's got his daddy's genes in him. He'll be all right. Look at me. I mean, I'm answering phone calls and text messages, and I'm streaming, and I got a freaking kidney stone, so I don't want to hear nobody's shit right now. I'm just being honest, guys. There's all there is to it. You know what I mean? That's right. Struggles can be a character builder. Because let me tell you something. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I grew up poor. You know, I didn't have a lot. I mean, some of my family members had things. You know, my mom and dad did the best that they could do. You know, um, my mom worked all the time. My dad worked, so they did the best at the time. You know, could they have done better? Sure. Could they have sent me to college? Sure. Were they willing to, put in the extra effort to sacrifice? They probably wasn't, built that way. It wasn't tuned that way in their mind. Because, most of the people in my family, they worked their butt off. They didn't go to college. There's very few people in well, I mean, my immediate family, you know. My Aunt Marie, she went to college. I believe she had a master's degree. Um, and then, I mean, I had other people in my family that did it. My great 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 uncle started, Western Union and Cornell University, but it wasn't like I knew him. It wasn't like I got money from him or anything like that. I mean, he was family member, but he was a distant family member. So, you know, when I was growing up, I made the changes. I went to college. I went to many different universities and community colleges, and I educated myself because I've always liked to learn. Um, so if I can do it, I believe, and growing up, I had speech impediment and I had problems with understanding words. So I had to learn to take something that wasn't so funny and make it funny, so that way I could better relate with what I was reading. You know, but that's how I educated myself. Went in the army, and I made a lot of sacrifices in the army, but in the end, I don't regret the things that I did. They were necessary. So the kids today, it seems like it's more like cry me a river and hope that mommy and daddy come to the rescue all the time. Well, I don't think that's fair. Or you know, well, dad, you're getting all this money, and they don't understand. People all live by their means, you know, and you can have those things too if you're willing to make the same sacrifices that I made. So but as far as being here and loving him, always do that. He needs food, you can always come here and give him food. But I think the money part and surviving part at his age, at 30 years old, he needs to figure it out himself. And I know that he's more than capable of doing it. And even when you think that you don't have enough time, you need to dig in a little bit more and you'll find some time. You will. You just got to want to do it. You got to have that determination to do it. Don't expect people to feel bad for you when you're not willing to put in the effort yourself. That's what I say. You know, Now for the people who can't, because they really have a disability, because they really have problems, you know, I've noticed a lot of those people, I mean, it's really hard to get them to talk to you in the first place, because they're so humble, they like to try to figure it out themselves. And you got to teach them, then it's okay to talk to somebody and let us help you, you know, and, and I'm that way too. I can't say that I'm not. I'm a pain in the ass. I think mostly I'm that way because I've learned to do that at a very young age. But if I can help people to make it and do better in life and to be successful, then I'll do that. I think that's really what it's about. And there is a cousin of mine, Melissa Burdick, Missy Burdick. That's my little cousin, Missy. Everybody say hi to Missy Burdick. She's my little cousin. I remember when she was just a little dinky baby. I used to hold her. She's always been my favorite. I say it. She's always been my favorite. She's my cousin, but just I don't know. She's always been my favorite for whatever reason, and she knows that. Tell him, Missy, we got a hardcore family, don't we? I mean, hardcore. You know that the love is if they sit down and listen to you for 5 minutes. That's love. Trust me when I tell you. Believe me, there's very few people that can sit down and listen to me for more than probably 10 minutes in my family. I don't know why. Just it is, I guess. Yeah, I know. Hey, but don't be telling them my nickname. They'll be thinking they can get away with that, and that's only family can call me that. Do you know what RAB stands for, Missy? Did your dad ever tell you? Did your dad ever tell you what RAB stands for? Hmm? Did your dad ever tell you what the name RAB stands for? Most people don't know. The word or the name, my nickname RAB, stands for Robert Arthur Burdick. Now, Robert Arthur Burdick was a sergeant in the American Revolutionary War, and he was our great 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 grandfather. Okay, that's who Robert Arthur Burdick was. And every person in every generation in our family has been in the military service and has fought in every war for our nation. And I was given the name Rab by Grandpa Burdick, by Earl Burdick. And actually, I was given the name Rabboni or Rabbi when I was a very, very little kid. I never knew or understood that, but for some reason, I guess my grandfather knew that I was going to become more than what I am, or I was at the time. And it just so happens I became a minister. And my grandfather wasn't much of a church going kind of guy. He believed in God, but he just wasn't much of a church going guy. I think from being in World War II, it really, I don't know. Grandpa believed in God, but he believed in God his own way. But when I was preaching, Grandpa Burdick did come down and listen to me preach. And he was proud of it. So that was something. So that's where Rab came from, Robert Arthur Burdick. He was a sergeant in the American Revolutionary War. Check that out. Well, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Share what? I got a lot stacked against me at any given time. Yeah, that's just kids. Put up a link. Well, actually, I can do this. Let me do this. I can do this for muscle. Do this. So I pinned it. It should be at the stream now. I pinned Muscle Shell's there you go. Okay? So I pinned it so it'll be easy for people to see when they come on. They can just go to the pin. What's up, COMK? What's going on? So, um, you guys want to get into what I'm doing? So anyway, ANAC or ANACS, the grading company, is having a special. It's running to the end of the month, I think. I think it's on silver dollars or dollars, right? American dollars. And I think they got something going on pennies. I'm not sure. I didn't look into the penny thing, but I did look into the silver dollar thing. And it's $10. You got to do 10, and so it's $100. I think you got to do 10 of them to get the deal, and it's $10 each coin that you want graded, with a maximum value of up to $500 for each coin. That's not for all of them. That's for each coin insurance. So up to, but not exceeding $500 for each coin. And then it's $10 for each coin after that. So, you can do as many as you want for $10. And then you got to pay the shipping to there plus insurance, and then the shipping back. And then anything else you want to do. And what I usually do is I do imaging. And in my reason for the imaging is that way, if you want to sell it, they can go there beforehand and they can see the coin and they know it's real, because there's been a lot of fakes, and fake holders. And the other reason would be for security. So if somebody came in and stole a bunch of your coins, then you can have imaging from, whether it's ANAC, PCGS, NGC, or ICG. You can just pull it right up there and say, yeah, those are all mine, and they can verify that. I just think it's kind of cool to do that, Hi, CLMK. What's up? What's going on? As a matter of fact, let me do this. So give me 1 second, and I will pull it up, and I'll bring the camera down here and show you. How's that? And let's see. I think it'll be easier if I just. Let me see where the website is. There we go. Yeah, here we go. Oops. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the camera down here so you guys can see it, and I'll just read it off the screen. All right. Yeah, it might be a little lopsided, but deal with it. Okay, here we go. Now is the time to submit the most popular U.S. coins for certification. Silver dollars in small cents. Send us 10 of these classic beauties and we'll authenticate, grade, and encapsulate them for just $10 each. Even better, submit your GSA dollars and we'll certify them for just $5 each after submitting 10 coins for $10 each. Welcome our U.S. Mint issued silver dollars and or small cents valued up to $500 each. 10 coin minimum. After the first 10 coins, GSA coins may be submitted for just $5 each. After submitting 10 coins for $10 each. A variety of services, conservation, imaging, and other ANAC services available for the listed fees. Use promo code IDC21. This offer expires on March 31st, 2021. Cannot be combined with any other offer. All economy service rules and restrictions apply. $500 less insurance value per coin. For questions or a free submission kit, call ANACS customer service at 1 800 888 1861 or email us at customer service at anac.com. We look forward to taking all of your hard earned cash and encapsulating it for your future. Yeah, right. So there you go. Can I get an amen? So there you go, guys. That's the deal. And that's a good deal. So it's so good that I have a new microscope down here that I picked up for half price, believe it or not. Because I got one upstairs, but I like to have it upstairs when I'm, just lounging around. You know what I mean? So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to show you guys the submission form, show you the coins. We're going to go through the coins, and we're going to look at them and, see what we think they might grade out at. That way we can either be smiling or frowning when they come back, right? And I just think it would be kind of something fun and different that we haven't done, right? Is to look at these coins and see if I'm going to get a smile or the finger from them. I don't know. So I got the form filled out. I got the coins here. I got 20 coins that I'm going to submit at the end of the month. And I'm going to show you what the value of the coins are, what I paid for them anyway, what the total submission is, which how I filled it out, why I do what I do, and it's pretty simple and easy. Okay. So give me a second. I got to go tinkle because you guys know I got a kidney stone. So if I have to go every half hour, don't be pissed off at me. I'm just having I'm trying to drink cranberry juice and I'm trying to drink coffee at the same time. So I know if I run back up there, I might as well get another coffee. So I'm going to run upstairs. It'll take me, a couple minutes at the most, hopefully. Unless I'm bent over the toilet crying in pain, which I'm hoping that's not going to happen. But so I'm going to refill my coffee cup and I'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. All right? You never know what else I got up my sleeve tonight. And I do have something else up my sleeve. But I'm not going to say nothing yet. So I'll be right back. By the way, I got this chair. And this chair, I got it on sale too. $35. Boy, there ain't enough padding on that for old Rev's butt. I'll tell you that. In the white room with black curtains at the station. Oh, there's the bug zapper. What's up in that box? I gotta give light bulbs away. You know what? How many friggin' light bulbs we got anyway? Crap load. We all live in houses. Boy, wouldn't that be a funny giveaway? Give everybody a light bulb. I can't show them. I'm eating pieces of them. Be mad at me. Ready? Is everybody ready? Joe, what was I going to do? Anyway, let me see if I can bring this camera down. You can see this paper a little bit better. I'm going to move this camera over here. So I'm going to bring the camera down here. Well, actually, well, yeah. Let me do it this way. Might be easier to do it this way. So, on this piece of paper, you can see my listing, right? So, I have 20 coins. But what you do is if you have doubles of those coins, right? Like this 1880S, right? So I have 2 of them. I got them years ago. You can tell because I got a good price on them. So I put 2 of them on there. Now, they both might grade differently. That doesn't make a difference. It just has to do with how many you have. The same as these 1882 Carson Cities, right? I mean, I got a good deal on them too. Trust me. You'll see that when I show them to you. So remember that. You don't have to list 2 1882s unless they're like this one here says 1882P, right? And this one says 1882 Carson City. Well, I'm submitting 2 Carson Cities that are 1882, so I'd put 2 there. Okay? So don't get confused when you're doing them. All right? So just remember that. And what I do when I submit, I'll put all the 1800s. And then after that, if there's 1900s, I put them. And if after that, I put, the 20s, the 2000 errors. Okay. So I start with the lowest, year. It doesn't matter that it's, numerical, but I start with the lowest year that I'm going to submit, whatever those coins are. And then I work it up to, the 1900s and then the 2000s. That's just how I do it. Everybody has their own way of doing it, but that's how I do it. Okay. And then in this next column here, this is your year. And then you have your next column, which is your mint marks, right? And then the next column is your denominations. Okay. Denomination that is, whether it's a penny, nickel, dime, quarter, half, whatever dollar. And then the next one is whatever the value was of that coin that you paid, right? Now, you're not going to know what its actual value is. And, that's subjective, right? But how it grades out will have a lot to do with how much is it worth and its rarity. There's a lot of things that are involved in value. This is the price that I paid for those coins at the time that I paid for them. Okay. Because of what they are and what I felt the grade was. So this is that price. And then the country of origin. And then over here in this column, this is for varieties. Okay. So, double die obverse, double die reverse, repunchment mark, whatever it may be for your variety, you put that designation in there. But the problem with that is when you do that, then, you got another cost. And that's a verification cost that you'll have to have on each one of those coins that you want to have that variety checked out. Okay. This first column right here, you don't put nothing in there. That's just for them. Then up at the top, you put your name, your address, your phone number, your email, all of that stuff. And then this will be the price. Now, you say, don't get confused because, see, none of these coins go over $500 each for insurance. So you're good. This is just the total amount they're worth, that you paid for them. Okay. And then down here, this is where it says special offer. This is where you put the code in and then what it is. 10 coins, $10 each. Okay. And then up here, it would be economy because you're in the economy line. Okay. Where it says $500 max coin value. You guys see that? Right there. So make sure that you put the economy. Over here on this line, number of coins, which is 20. The grading fee per coin, which is $10. And then it'll be $200 because I have 20 coins, right? Then down here, okay, this is authorizing them to conserve the coin. Okay, and that's all of the coins. All right. So, and it will pay for up to 20 coins. All right. And that's at their discretion that they'll conserve that, which is, flat $39. All right. I always do that, whether they do it or not. It's extra money for them, and it is what it is. Right. And then down here, I have 20 coins. It's $3 each for the imaging fee per coin. Okay, I always do that. That's what I was telling you guys earlier. And then down here, this is for return insurance, shipping, and handling, which is $40. And I'll show you where you find that number. And then the total will be $339. That's my cost to have all 20 coins done, which is absolutely good. Now, when you turn it around on the back, there's a chart down here for postage, insurance, packaging, and handling. Okay. So if you go down, it's kind of hard because it's really dim on this paper, so you probably won't see it. But you come down to where it says 20 coins over here, or however many you're doing. If you're doing 4, it's 4. But we're at 10 because you got to submit 10 to get to $10, right? So it says right here 5 to 20. And then you look at the value, whatever the total value is. Well, mine is 1,500, so it comes to the second column, right? And it's the second line down, so it's $40. Okay? So knowing that's $40, it's going to cost me $40 to ship it and $40 to send it back. So I got $80 in shipping cost alone. So you got to take that into consideration for each coin, right? Which, it is what it is. Is it worth it? Yeah. Still worth it. It's only $15 a coin if you really think about it. That's cheap. Sometimes it costs lots more than that. So that's pretty much a basic rundown. I know I haven't been looking over here. Sorry. Yeah, Imaging Joe. Imaging is where they take a picture. Let me put you guys back up here for a minute because I'm getting tired of holding on to that. Imaging is what they do is I don't know if I have. Do I have one? Yeah, I'll show you. So here's a coin from ANACS, right? See it? Okay. So let me get my phone out. And I'm going to pull it up. It's best to show you it this way. That way you can see it for yourself. Okay, so in the data center on ANAC, right, you take this number that's here, right? So I'm going to put it in. So when I put it in, it pulls it up on the website and shows the coin. Okay, so you can see it there. They know who the coin belongs to. It shows the coin, the grade, and then you just match it. All you got to do is plug the number in. Okay, not just that, but like this is 1892 right? When you look at it, down here on the bottom, there's a list. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but because it's so bright in here. I don't know, but there's a list, okay? There's a list of details, what it is, the VAMs, whatever it is, how many that got graded like that, whatever the VAM rating is, for very fine. Shows you the coin and so on and so forth. So it's just kind of an extra little added safety thing to know that this is a real coin. Okay, which is great for you. That if you go to resell it, you know they can look it up and they know it's real. Okay, because they have special labels and everything. So if I'm selling something or whatever, all you have to do is look up the label and you know it's the real deal. Holyfield. Okay. So that's the conservation of the coin is, say they get a coin, right? And they say, oh, this is an exceptional coin, right? Then they can do what's needed to be done on that coin to put it in a better state, okay? Because they feel that that coin is a special coin. Like, I think it was 1880 O. What was it? No, I think it was either 1900 and 1901. O over O. I can't remember. But they seen it and it was a really nice coin and they conserved it. In other words, they made the grade right for that coin because it's of its rarity. Okay. So they conserved the coin for me. All right. At their discretion. If they think that it needed to be conserved at that certain to keep a really good grade. So they can do that. You authorize them to do that. If not, they won't touch your coins. They'll just look at it and give you a grade. But by doing that, it authorizes them at their own discretion to do that. But they won't, they're not carving on your coin or anything like that. All they're doing is trying to make the best of your coins for you, So it's really cool. And, they've done several of my coins like that. So it's something to take into consideration. You don't have to do it, but you can just opt out, and it doesn't cost you that extra $40. But that extra $40, they can, conserve a coin that will make you an extra $40. So it'll pay for itself. And do you always going to get that? No, but I've had them conserve several coins. Now, say there's a coin and they're looking at this coin, and they think this coin is a $5,000 coin, but you might only pay $60 or $70 for this coin, right? Sometimes they'll call you because there's going to be an extra charge for that, right? It'll cost you more for the grading of that coin. They can send you email, they might give you a call, whatever, and they'll tell you, hey, you got a really special coin here. And so you might have an additional charge that, you'd have to pay. So just letting you know that. A lot of people don't realize that, but, graders are not. The thing about graders is if they know that, say it's an 1888 Scarface. Now, you don't know what a Scarface is. And then you got one that's in an MS-62 Scarface. So it's a mint state. It's nice, okay? It could bring thousands of dollars for you. They know it. They see it. They're not going to skip over it. They know what an 1888 Scarface is, So, they're going to let you know it's going to be some extra money. Who cares? I'm paying extra $25, $30 if I didn't see it, you know what I mean? Or a specific type of VAM, Sometimes on a specific coin, a specific VAM, that's worth a lot of money, they may do that for you. But they're not going to check for every VAM in the world for you. That's not how it is. But specific coins that are very populous and very expensive coins, they can do that for you. GSA coin is the U.S. Mint. Let me see if I have a picture of it for you. It would be better off to. Let's see. It's best to read it right straight from the horse's mouth. Man, I think I need the new book. Let's see. Do they have it in this? I don't know if they have it in the book or not. I think they had somewhere in the book they had it. Okay, well, I'll give you a brief description of it. So the GSA is a part of the U.S. government, and what they do is, well, actually, they do a lot of different things. When it comes to money and production of money and the purchasing of vehicles or weaponry or stuff like that, they sort stuff out like that. That's a specific part of the government that just handles that. Well, at one time, and they do special things for the government, not just the mint, but the government in itself. Well, there was found in in the mint a hoard of coins. This is many, many years ago. Okay, thousands and thousands and thousands. Uh, there you go. Government Services Administration. That's what the word means. But what they do is what I'm explaining to you. And other coins. So, anyways, what they did was they went through and they had graders come in and they looked at the coins and they separated them. So you go in and you put bids in, and some of them had starting bids, and some of them is whatever the bid was, and some of us, everybody has to pay at least this or whatever, right? And they put them in special GSA holders. And the GSA holders are about that tall, and about that wide, and about that thick. Okay, and they're preserved. None of them were graded in there, but they kind of sorted them out by grade, estimated grade back in the day. So they're putting those special GSA holders, and them were hoard coins, meaning they found them in the government hoard of stashed Morgan dollars. Generally, you can pick them up for around $250 to God knows. I mean, depending on the rarity of it. Is it a Carson City GSA? What the grade is of that? There's a lot of different things, but generally they started around $250 and they work their way up, depending on the mint mark and the grade and what year the coin is. A lot of different things that are involved in that, but that's what a GSA holder is. And the reason why it's cheaper to do the GSAs at $5 is because, one, they know that it fits in the GSA holder, that what it is, right? It is what it is. And trust me, there's enough lineage behind it. They know based on whether it was in plastic, because some of the GSA Morgan dollars did not come in the plastic, the big plastic case. They actually came some of the half dollars, the mint state sets, or the from 1963 with the half dollars, with the minis in them. They came like that. So they came in a little envelope. Some of them came in a little envelope, but a lot of them came in the GSA holders. And there was a difference in price. If you go on YouTube, you can also find out the history behind the GSA holder. It's kind of interesting, and I would tell you to go and check it out. So that's what that is. So they give you a little discount for having it in a holder, because they don't have to reholder it. I mean, you can have them do that if you wanted to, but what they can do is they can just band it. So they put a band on it, and then they put the void-proof sticker on there, the authenticity sticker on there, and they just wrap a band around it, and it's a seal in the GSA holder itself. So they don't have to spend the extra amount of money for a holder to reholder it. If you want to do that, I think that there may be an extra cost in that. I'm not sure. I think there is. So you'd have to ask them that. I've never had to do that. So if I was going to do something in a GSA holder, and it was for a resale, and it was a lot of money, because you're paying $250. I would probably, I'd have to think about either sending it to NGC or PCGS to have that done. Do I think ANAC's good enough to grade it? Well, actually, they actually graded a lot of coins for the U.S. Mint that a lot of people don't know. A lot of coins, millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of coins. So, but in today's society, if you wanted to get a CAC certified or whatever, you'd have to have it done with PCGS and NGC, because ANAC is not accepted through CAC, which is another party that actually certifies that the grade from one of those other companies, NGC or PCGS, is what they say it is. So if PCGS says, okay, this is an MS65, with a star, right? Which means there's something beautiful about it, but it's only MS65. It doesn't make an MS66. It doesn't quite meet the grade. But maybe because of the toning of it or whatever, there's something special about it. It brings it to a star. So what you do is before you go to sell it, say like on Heritage Auction or something like that, because it's a very valuable coin, then you say, okay, I'm going to have this CAC certified. Well, you send it off. It has to be PCGS or NGC. You send it off to get CAC certified, which costs you more money. And that way they can either say, no, we agree that this might be higher than MS65. Even with a star, we might think this is MS66, right? So now what they do is they give you a gold bean. They call them beans, right? It's a CAC sticker, a gold bean on there, right? Which makes you more money. Or if they agree with the grade, they'll give you a silver bean or green bean. I call it silver, but it's called a green bean. And they put the green bean on there, which means they agree with it. And if they don't agree with it, they won't give you the CAC certification. There's also another company out there called Wings, and I think there's a few other ones, but and all they're doing is verifying that that grade from that grading company is what it is. It's just another grading of the coin. But PCGS and NGC are pretty much on par. You know, they're within a couple of grades. You know, I mean, it's all subjective to whoever the grader is, how many graders looked at it, what day of the week it is somebody tired, you know, whatever. Did they forget their glasses? I mean, look, these guys are making money hand over fist. But here's something that a lot of people don't know. You could send a coin in and not have it graded. You could just send it in and say, hey, all I want is genuine put on there, no grade. So I can get every one of my coins done and just have genuine put on there if I wanted. I don't have to have any grade or any defects or anything like that. All I have to have is genuine and leave it for somebody else to figure out if I want. You can do that too. A lot of people don't know that. But because of the coins that I collect from my set, if I wanted to sell it as a whole set one day, God forbid, but if I had to, then they're already graded, you know, whether it's through ANAC, PCGS, NGC, ICG, whatever. It doesn't make a difference. That's that grade. Now, if somebody doesn't want to agree with that, or somebody thinks it's better than that or worse than that, that's on them to determine if they're a grade hunter. I don't care. I just like the coin, you know. So those are the things that you learn over the years. You know, is something worth that extra money or not? And that's a very important point. Is that coin worth the extra money to grade it or not? Is it worth the extra money to have it hold it or not? Or do you hold it yourself? What I like to do is hold my stuff myself, right? And then as I acquire money, or I make a little extra money, or I sell something to make some money, then I'll make the submission. You know what I mean? And this submission is not that I'm making isn't to make money. It's my collection. So for me, I believe that, you know, these coins are not. Well, there's a few of them in there that are worth, you know, probably more than what I have down on the paper. But because they're my collection, I don't care whose name's on that holder. Because I already know the coins are good enough to be in my collection. So, you know, whoever holds them doesn't matter a rat's ass to me. You know what I mean? Because if I think that their grades are too low, before I go to sell them, I'll look at the coin and I'll say, well, I think that this coin may be a little lower or it may be a little higher. But I'll let that be determined on you. This is what I want for the coin. If you want it, then you pay it. If you don't want it, then you don't have to buy it, you know. So that's where knowing what you have and knowing about coins well enough and been doing it for a number of years, pays in. It pays. Um, and I tell everybody that, hey, you can hold your own coins. It probably costs you $3 or $4, maybe. Um, plus whatever, your storage containers are. Now, PCGS and NGC, I don't even think they're doing this no more. They're going to these cardboard boxes like ANAC does, because I think that these are made in China probably, and they've been having trouble, or they cost so much or something. But you can get really nice containers to store your coins in too. I like the I just ordered. Oh God, I don't even know. They're not like these, but they're similar to these. Okay, these are holders that I did myself. I purchased these holders. These holders were like $3 a piece or $3.50 a piece, something like that. And they're really good holders. They're not much different than these. If you look at them, they're not much different. I mean, these are a little wider, but you put them in here, and then if you're getting ready to sell them and you think that you can make more money based upon a grade and being in a holder, if you're going to pay, say the coin is $100 coin, but if you holder it, it makes a higher grade, right? And it's in a reasonable, and let's face it, ANAC, PCGS, and NGC, they're the top three. So somebody might pay, $10 less or something, or whatever, $15 less for a coin. Who knows? It depends on what the grade of the coin is. For ANAC, which, they're all subjective anyway. There's just some people that specialize in certain things better than others. That's when you would send it off, have it graded, and then you say, okay, I'm going to sell this. I got, extra $15 plus the shipping, plus this and that, and then you sell it for that. And it's better because then they don't have to holder it. So until you know what you got or you like what it is, every coin dealer in the world that is a good coin dealer, right? A numismatist is not going to lead you astray. They're going to say, buy the coin and not the holder. The holder doesn't mean anything if you don't like the coin. Buy it because you like the looks of it. You could pay $500 for a coin that somebody else would say, well, I wouldn't pay more than $50 for that. Okay, well, it's the only one like that. And I liked it. And I was in a bidding war because there was some other people that liked it, and I wanted it. And I was ensuring that I got it, so I paid that. And that's all that matters because it's my coin and I like looking at it. Just like people who drive Fords and Chevys, right? You might pay, $1,500 more for the Ford than the Chevrolet, or vice versa. It's just, what you like. And I tell people that that's what you do with coins. Sit back there and mumbo jumbo. Oh, it wasn't worth that. Well, maybe it was to that person. Shut your pie hole. That's up to the individual. It's not up to us to judge what other people should and shouldn't be doing with their money. I mean, some of us scratch our heads and say, man, they spent a lot of money on that coin. Well, you got to take into consideration why they did it. Right? Why did they do it? Okay, maybe they were doing it to help that person out. Maybe they were doing it because, they had some extra money and didn't give a rat's ass. They just wanted to do it because they seen it and they want it now. And that's what it was. And that's the one that completed that set or them years, Maybe it was the 1880s, or the 1800s, from 1880 to 1889, right? And they wanted to complete it. And that was the coin that completed it. And it was around the same grade. So they bought it. So that's the things that you got to take into consideration. People buy grades too. They'll buy poor, about good. I mean, there's collectors in every grade level. So that's where what determines, people's buying habits. They're all different. So, God, I'm giving you guys a lot of information, ain't I? Hmm. Yeah, I mean, don't say it either. But I don't care. All right. So, are we ready to get started here with these coins? Because I'm going to have to take this camera. I'm not going to be able to see you. Um, I don't know if I can minimize it and just show you a little bit, but I'd rather have you see the coins, and we'll go through them. And I'll show the coin, and then we'll look at the coin underneath the microscope. I'll move it around. We'll look at it. We'll see what we think of it. And then I'm going to take this book right here. We'll get a new piece of paper. And I'm going to put ANAC Morgan submission, right? So what I put, what the hell is today's date? Is today the 5th? What's today? Yeah, 5th. Okay. So Friday, March 5th, 2021. So I got ANAC 20 coin Morgan submission with family pre-grading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we got 20 of them, right? Got it on this page. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to tear into these. So that way we can write this down, what we think. Now, and I'm going to teach you how I grade a coin. Okay. Which is the front, the rear, the rim, right? The face, right? The face, the field, the front, the rear, the rim. That's how I do it. Okay. Mine's a little bit different. It's doing the same thing that they're doing, but the rim doesn't really matter as much. But to me, sometimes people get a little anal retentive when they're grading. So your reverse of a coin, it could be a mint state, right? Could be a mint state 64. And the obverse could be, Shazbot. It could be an AU 55. So you're trying to figure out where that coin lies in their eyes. Will they just grade it an AU, or will they give it a mint state 60 or 61? That's hard to determine. But we're going to work that out. Okay, we're going to try to figure that out. And what we're going to do, along with that, is we're going to pull out this book. Now, this is photographs of the coins, and I'm going to look at them as we go along. And I know that not everybody has one of these, but I'm going to take a peek, and I'm going to show you what the book says, right? About the AU and the mint state and so on and so forth. And we'll grade them accordingly to this book. Okay? How's that sound? We all on? We all ready? We all in? So there's a lot of work that's going to be done here. But you'll know what to look for, how to go about it. And then I'll tell you why I saved the coin. One more thing. We're going to take it even a little step further. Just for shits and giggles, so I can waste all your time. We're going to go to the date of the coin. Okay, we're going to know, all right, how many of that coin was minted from that mint mark. Okay, and that way you better understand that. And then subjectively, I will tell you, basically, you'll know then whether it's worth sending off because of the population of how many of that coin was made or not. Some of them were just because I started my collection over and I've never sent them in. Some of these coins, so take that into consideration. Sound good? This is the real way of doing it, guys. It's a lot of work to do it, but you know what? What else we get to do on a Friday? Drink beer, swear, go to the bar, shoot pool. No. You learn how to do this the right way. When we do it together, then you're learning this, and you can do it on your own. That way, if I'm selling a Morgan or you see a Morgan somewhere, you've seen it. You went through the grading procedures, how I do it, right? And we do it together, and then it becomes a we. You know what I mean? And on other channels, maybe other people in the family might want to do a stream one night and say, hey, like Texas Joe, maybe you want to stream something. You might say, okay, I'm doing a submission. Okay? Come on over and see what I'm doing. Let's take a look at my coins. Okay? I want to be the hot shot. And let's see how bad, I'm going to come out of here squeaking and crying and moaning and groaning. Who knows? Something fun. Coffee pizza party. Yeah, why not? I got a hankering. My stomach's good. All right. I'm going to get this camera over here. Now, let me come down here. Go to here. And go. Here we go. So the first coin that we got coming up is an 1883 Philadelphia Morgan silver dollar. Let's check it out. Let's check this bad boy out. So we can already tell that there's mint state luster, right? Has very good impression. Let me trying not to I'm trying to bring it up as high as I can and then focus it in. Here we go. All right. Let's move this bad boy around. Well, they're not going to grade at this level. Okay, but we're looking at this full luster. Okay, there's a few little scratches, but look. We're going to look at this rim. That beaded edge. We're going to check that beaded edge out. So far, it looks pretty good. A little toning there. Now, let me teach you something. You see these lines right here? Them are not clean in marked lines, okay? Those are grains. When you're underneath this kind of magnification, that's grains, okay? And it was known to be a part of specific types and years of coins. Now, those are scratch marks. Or better known as the bag marks, right? So we know that this is a mint state coin. Pretty nice, good luster. Let's take a look at her face. Do you see that? Do you see that? Now, under magnification, you can tell that that's a die crack. See that? See that impression? Now, I'm sending it to see if they're going to catch it or not. And I'm not putting it in for a variety. I want to test them. I'm going to test these guys at ANAC to see. You see her lips? See how there's doubling right there? This is a test. I want to see how good them graders are. I pulled these out for a specific reason. So I would say that this is probably mint state 62. I think that's fair to say. I think that would be fair to say on that side. Let's flip it over. Oh yeah. That's a whole different story there. Beautiful. Nice. Full luster. Not a whole lot of bag mark stuff going on there, which is good. Nice. Now, if you look, see that? Right there. Will they catch it? I bet they don't. See that die crack going across the bottom of that right there? See it? Bet they don't catch that either. I can guarantee you. I guarantee you they will not catch that on this coin. What do I think of the coin? I think the back, you see the hook right there? See the hooks right there? Yep. I bet they don't catch that either. But they don't catch that either or that. See that right there? Right above that T? Yeah. What do I think the back is? Definitely a 63. I don't know if it'll make a 64, but it'll definitely make a 63. So I'm going to say that for this coin, and I'm going to, hold on 1 second. So I'm going to show you the coin. It's frosty. Yeah, I got paint on my finger here. I was painting earlier. So I'm going to say that, well, I'm going to see what you guys say. What do you guys think? What do you think that this is going to grade out? I think the back is probably a 63. What do you guys think? Get some damn glasses, Joe. I can see it fine. Gotta wait for that camera to. There you go. So, based upon the microscope, did you see it in the microscope? Let me flip it around to the front of her face. You're not going to believe what I'm going to grade this coin. So, I think that they're going to grade this coin at an AU 58. Now I know that because I know how they grade. It looks like a mint state, don't it? Well, let me show you. When you look at the book, you still have all the luster and everything in an AU. And the back is definitely a mint state. But the front, because of the way the face is, I think they're going to give it an AU 58. Because when you're looking at a mint state coin, which I'll bring you up here. When you're looking at a mint state coin, let me see if I can bring you up closer. There you go. You see how it is different? See how the face? Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you, I think that coin is not going to grade out a mint state. So I think it's going to be an AU 58. So let's get a consensus rolling here. So I got to get it in the book. So coin number 1, Rev says AU 58. Okay. And Texas Joe says 60 to 61. All right. What's Joe say? I mean, George? George, what do you say? 62 to 63? All right. Okay. Lady Graven says 62. Anybody else? MS 60? Still okay? All right. Is that everybody? Okay. So I say AU 58 based upon the way they've been grading them lately. Joe says 60 to 61. George says 62 to 63. Lady Braven says 62. And CLMK says 60. Is that correct? A lot of different grades there, huh? So if I added up everybody, right? The highest number we got is 63, right? The lowest number would be 58. So based upon all these numbers, if we looked at an average between 5 of us, we're going to come out with an average about an MS61. Would everybody agree? We got a 58, 60, 61, 62, 63, 62, and a 60. So we're going to say, what do you think? Why is who deleting your messages? Deleted your message. I ain't done nothing. Uh-oh. I don't know. Nobody here deleted anything. Oh, sorry. So, what do we want to say as a family? Estimated grade. Would you guys agree? Would you guys agree MS61 as an estimate between the whole family? What do you guys think? Would that be fair? Lady Braven says yes. CLMK, what do you say? What do you say, George? Joe? No, I'm going to just pick a grade, not 60, 61. It's going to be either 60 or 61. I mean, I think 61 is a good average. I mean, between all of us. So we'll put 61. I'm going on the low side because I think they're going to be a pain in the ass to me. So, one is in the book. All right. All righty. Come back tomorrow. We'll get to coin number 2. I'll thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you tomorrow. Reverend Bob is out here. I'm just messing with you. Damn candy bar. Shit. All right. Ready to go to number 2? You guys ready for coin number 2? Yeah. Hey, Texas Doe's fault. He was the one that brought it up, so he'll either get, something nice for a prize, or he'll get a dog treat. All right. Next up is an 18. We got two. Okay, we got two 1880S's. Okay. So this is the first 1880S. Now, I want you to pay close attention to this coin. I'm going to bring this down so you can take a peek before we get under the microscope. I'm doing this for a reason. You think of 61, huh? 61 what? Do you think this is a mint state 61? See, her face looks great, huh? Ah, I don't think it'll get deep mirror, but I bet you it gets proof like. And I'll tell you why. Wait until I flip this bad boy over. Look at that. Now, I bought this coin about, I don't know, 10 years ago, maybe. Look at that. See the mirror in the background? See that mirror? Definitely proof light. Guys, we don't even need to stick this underneath the microscope. I'm going to say that this is an MS60. God, there's a lot of chatter in there. I wish that chatter wasn't there. Boy, this would be a super expensive coin. I am going to say probably an MS62 to 63. So it's they're either going to give it an MS or they're going to get a proof like. If it gets a proof like, it'll probably be a proof like 62. PL 62. What do you guys think? Think of, can you read words in the reflection of the iris? I can see the stars. I'll tell you what, I can see my reflection from 6 feet away. That I can tell you. Easy. I'm thinking it's I think it's a PL 62. Because it's got that mirror in it. Man. Bet you guys would like to have this coin. It's a nice coin. But you know, because when you tilt that coin, you can see it. I think it won't get a decam, but it definitely is going to get a proof light. It's that nice. But it all depends on who's working. You think CLMK says PL63. Okay, hold on a minute. I said PL62. Okay, so Rev says PL62. CLMK says PL63. We're going with safe numbers here. Yes, it's an 1880S. Okay. Oh, it says 62. MS 62 or proof like 62, George? You need to see it again to see if it has enough mirror for you? Okay. George. 62. All right, Lady Braven. What do you take? Do you take an MS or a PL? You taking PL too, Joe? PL what? Lady Braven's getting brave. She says it's MS 64. Ooh. Okay. What's Joe say? Come on, Joe. Time's a wasting. I don't think it's a dimple, but you can put down whatever you want. Because I got everybody's name that's saying something down on this paper. PL63. Okay. Now we have to determine as a family. Okay. Lady Braven says MS64. I say PL62. CLMK says PL63. George says PL62. And Texas Joe says PL63. Well, Lady Braven, I hate to tell you, but your number's down there, but you ain't in the PL crew. Okay, so you got to run with your own little squad over there. You're running with the MS team, and we're running with the PL team. I think we're hoping for the best over here, because if it's a proof, like, God, what's the bucks on that? Oh my God, 1880S. 1880S. Well, I don't know. It's going to be big money. That's all I got to say. Hey, all I got to say, guys, is there ain't no number in the damn book for proof likes. So you can expect, if it comes back a proof like, man, or a dimple, that could be $300, $400, $500 coin. If it comes back in MS64, you know, we're talking $65. So, you know, we'll see. Yeah. I ain't counting on it. I'm counting on the finger. That's what I'm counting on. But we need to figure out what we want to put down. Because they're going to screw the pooch on it. I already know it. So, want to be safe and say PL 60. What the hell did I have? Well, everybody's right around 62 that's voting for the PLs. Lady don't like us. She says I'm at 64. I'll be pissed off if she's right. So I say a good number would be probably a PL 62. That'd be a good number. That'd be a good number for the family, I think. Proof like 62. Because it is a nice coin. But I think it really depends on, who's grading it. I mean, that has a lot to do with it. Okay. Next up, you guys are going to be like, boy, this is spoiled ass brat right here. Next up, 1880S. Here's another one. Now, let's get dirty with this coin. Here's a test of fate. I'm going to put this one under the microscope, probably. There's the front. She looked like she got beat up in war. Watch this. Shit. When I tell you this thing has been to war, I'm not shitting you. We're going to put it underneath the microscope. Because you guys need to see this. This is a good one. This was a test of faith. All right. Let's take it. Shit. Here we go. Here we go. Let's look at her face. See that glob right there? See it? I bet you they don't catch that. I bet you they think that's a damn neck. It's not. There's two blobs right there. I bet you they're going to think those are necks. Look at them sweet lips on her. Jesus, I'd love to give her a kiss. I think it has I think it looks like an extra fine to me. That's what I say. I think it's an extra fine, is There's bag marks. Those are lines right there, guys. Grain lines. I mean, there's a few scratches on there, but there's a lot of grain lines in there. And if they know what the hell they're doing up there, they'll know that. There's the funky 8. See it? But I'm saying that based upon what I see and the way the luster is and where the luster is missing, I am definitely going to set. You see that extra star right there? See it? I bet they don't catch that. I bet you don't catch that. Guarantee you. That's why I'm putting them out there. All right, let's look at the reverse. Look, this thing got whacked. See it? But the question, see how it got whacked by other coins? Right there? That's where something hit its ass. See it? That's doubling. See it? Something hit it hard. And I don't know what hit it. Because see how you still see that? I'm not sure what caused that. I mean, you can see the grain lines. These are called grain lines. I'm just not sure what hit that. Kind of weird. Because you see how this is here? And it still has it here. But you can tell how far this hit. I don't know. It's weird. It's really, really strange, that coin. Because you see how it just took them out? And you see how this G is here in God? See how that's weird? I'm not sure. It is a strange coin. See that right there? Who knows? The die could have busted out. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. Look, smashed the freaking eagle in the face. I'm not sure. This is a tough one. This is so tough. I said, I don't know. I do know that there's lettering there. See it? There's your S mint mark. So, I was a little stumped on this coin. I have no freaking clue. So, because I am so stumped on it, we're going to see what we think about the grade of that one. I'm going to say God, it's going to be tough. I think they're going to give me the finger on that coin. I'm going to say it's going to probably be extra fine, 35 maybe. Or, I don't know. It's tough. It's a tough call. God. They might give me the finger and put it down to a very fine 25. I don't know. It's tough. It's a tough coin to grade. Because if all of that wasn't going on with it, it has great. I mean, the edge looks great. You know? I just don't know. I think it's going to be a details coin. I don't know. If we get extra fine on it, we're lucky. You know? I don't think it's going to hit an AU. I do not think it's going to hit an AU. There's too much wrong with the coin. And that's going to dampen it. If it didn't have any of that stuff wrong, I would say MS62 or MS63. But because it's beat to shit, I don't think that they're going to bring it to an MS60. And I think there's just too much chatter going on in the coin. The wrong grade is not going to know those are grain lines in there because he didn't study the coin enough. That caused from bag marks. You could tell by the way it's dinged it. So I'm going to say, yeah, probably extra fine. I'm going to say extra fine 42. 35, 40. So I'm going to write it down. So Rev says XF. I'm going to say XF 35 because I just know how they are. Joe says XF 40. And Lady Braven says, okay, let's see. Yeah. They're not going to see any of that. You know that, CLMK. These are all test coins. I know that they're not going to see nothing, and I know they're not going to catch it. I just know it. You watch. Watch what I'm telling you. I doubt very highly they're going to catch shit. Because they ain't looking hard. All right, so Old Soul says XF 38. How the hell you come up with that number? Can't you say 35 or 40? Why do you got to be hard on us? Are you getting down to the increments now or the 38? I mean, I suppose you can do it if you want to, but are you cutting hairs? Yeah. Go on with your bad stuff. George says XF 38. All right. Let's see. XF 40 for Lady Braven. What's CLMK at? There is no AU60, bud. You can go up to AU59 if you wanted to. When you hit 60, it becomes a mint state. Are you going to go with 35 or 40? Because I went 35 because, well, you could tell that's bag mark, okay? Because it's clean. It matches the color, so you can tell it's a bag mark. Because the coin don't show circulation. I think those are all bag marks. So, what do you say? 35 or 40? See, 40? Mm-hmm. Okay. So we got We got XF 35, XF 40, XF 38 from, Oddball. He's got a pain in the ass number. XF 40 and XF 40. So I'm outnumbered, so everybody thinks it's pretty much an XF 40. So we're going to say XF 40. All right. By God, I hope you're right. I think we're going to get the finger. I think what they're going to do is say, you dirty ass bastards, think you're going to grade that right? Shit, I'm going to give you very fine 20. I'll piss nails. I'll be so mad. All right. Let's see. What do we got next? Number 4. Oh. Here's another one. Are you guys on? I'll just bring you down here for this one. Yep. Here we go. This one is an 1881. Oh, God. Kidney stone. 1881S. Now, let's get sexual now. Oh, baby. Sweetheart. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my Clementine. Joe would really like to have this coin. Do, 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 do. Hello, my baby. Hello. You don't even need to see this coin. Oh, my baby. Oh, my honey. Why are you so shiny? You got that shiny hiney. Let's bring this up close. Yeah. That's definitely proof like you don't need a bachelor's degree in Morgan's to know that. Let's flip it over. I know. Guys, there ain't no doubt in my damn mind that ain't a proof coin or proof like coin. That's a beautiful coin. That's a blazer, boy. I mean, I would say it's probably a proof like 62. She kind of got hammered in. I tell you what, I wish there wasn't so many damn marks in the fields, though. God, this would be big, big dollars. But you know what? I think this one's probably a PL 62. God, I hate saying that. But boy, that's a beautiful coin. That reeded edge. Look at that reeded edge. I mean, look at the edge. I don't know if you guys can see that edge. I mean, there is not a freaking dent one in this coin. Not one along the whole edge. Well, she got some bad ass marks on it. I'm going to say proof like 62. No, there ain't no way. I'm going to say proof like 62. If they want to be nice and they got laid the night before, I'm going to say proof like 63. But they ain't going to give me more than a 62 on it. There ain't no way. No way. So that's what I'm going to say. Proof like 62. That's what I'm putting down. That's a nice coin, too, by the way. Rev says proof like 62. Okay, who's next? Lady Braven says proof like 66. There is no proof like 59, poet. Man, God, I gotta buy you a book. All right. Proof like 66, lady says. Wow. Okay. See what I'm getting. I probably bust with a proof like 63. So my guess is C M K P L 63. All right. Yeah. You wish. How much they pay for that coin? shit. I got that sucker cheap. I got that sucker cheap. Woo! Because if that baby comes out proof, God, you won't see under $250 for that bad boy. You know what? Hold on a minute. What the hell year is that? 81. Oh boy. They got proof likes. A proof like 63. Oh shit. A proof like 63, 1881 is $3,000. $3,000. Are you? Hey, you guys hearing me? Hello? Hello? If we get proof like that's freaking 3,000 bones. Yeah, 3,000 bones. Because it might be worth $3,000, CLMK, and that's in my collection. That's why it's not on a DM table. I ain't giving away the house. You think I'm crazy? Psst, I'll give you nice coins, but I ain't giving you the big dollar ones. You can forget that. You better go to the bank. You want them. If that coin comes back proof, that's $3,000. You better know it. So you can bet they will not give that a coin of proof. You can bet on it. All right. Who else did I put it down there? What did you say it was? It would be nice, but I doubt very highly it's going to be. Who the hell didn't I put down here? Oh. What did George say it was? 62? And what did Tex say? Okay, Texas Joe said no way proof like now. Okay, so what do you say there, Tex? What do you give the coin? You don't think it's proof like? If you don't think it's proof like, what do you give the coin? Now, I'm going to tell you. I busted that coin. Look, I busted that coin out of a holder. I'm going to tell you that right now, Joe. So, I'm just going to let you know that. Joe says MS62. I wish I had the holder still. I busted it out of the holder as a PL60. I just want to let you know that, Joe. I'm trying to get a higher grade. And that's why I busted it out of the holder. Because I think a proof like 60 is just like giving you the finger. I think it could have been way higher. Oh, they ain't going to stay clean on that one, I don't think. Because when they graded it the first time, they graded it proof like 60. So, you know, I don't think they're going to do that. Now, they could give it an AU proof like. I've never seen that done before, but I think what they do is when it comes to proofs, they automatically give it the 60 and nothing lower than 60. So, but you can tell that the scratches are over the proof like when the scratches are over the proof light, guys, the proof is still there. It don't matter if it's cleaned or not. Just as long as it has that proof light on there, I do not give a rat's ass if they put clean on. So, I'm going to say, what are you going to say? Well, I already know what it was. So, the lowest that we could go would be like a proof light 60, right? Because it came out of a holder that was a proof light 60. Do you all agree? You say yes. Because I'm trying to go between MSs here now. Hello? Reverend Bob to chat. Hello? What do you think? I suppose I could, but it probably cost me more to have that done. All right. They would be smart for somebody that's working for ANAC to pay attention to what I just said, too, and not make themselves look like a fool when they look at that coin. Because they will look like a fool. All right. Not that I want them to, but I'm just saying. All right. What do we got here next? Oh, this is an interesting coin. We have 1878 seven tail feathers with a possible reverse of 79. Well, isn't that just damn interesting? Now, this one, I would say, shit. I have to look at this real quick before I show you something. I have to bring the book around. I'm going to say, how the hell's the back look? Oh, man. Shit. I don't know if it's going to cross the line or not, guys. I'm going to have to say this is definitely a very fine 30. I'll show you why. So let me show you a very fine 30 first. This is a very fine 30. Okay. Now I'm going to show you the coin. Here's a coin. Let's flip it around. So shit. So I'm going to say it's a very fine 30. That's what I'm going to say. Ain't going to be no lower than a very fine 20, but I think they might grade it very fine 30. What do you guys think? I think so. What's up? What's up, Danny boy? What's up, Danny boy? Danny boy been working? Yeah, it does look almost exactly like the photo. And the photo was of a very fine 20. The problem is there's a lot of little things going on in here that, the beaded edge, the rim. You see how nice that rim is? There's not a lot of wear on that rim. So at the least, it's going to be a very fine 20. I just think the eagle's feathers have got more. There's more to the eagle's feathers. So we'll be anal retentive and say very fine 20. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say very fine 20 on that. Who's next? I said very fine 20. Lady said very fine 32. What the hell is wrong with you guys? You're a CLMK. You can't do that. Look, there's either very fine 20 or very fine 30. Don't be getting nitpicky because they ain't going to give it to you. Very fine 25. Jesus, okay. I'll put you all down there. 33. Oh my God. Freaking George. You can't be giving it these in between numbers because you're scared to grade it. Again, very fine 32 and 33. 32. All right. And what did Tex say? Or is he somewhere else? He ain't saying shit. Did Tex get booted? Poet, where's Tex at? Is he left us? He's arguing with Google? Oh, Joe says fine 15. Okay. You can tell he's a conservative. All right, so we got 35, 20, fine 15. Jesus, you guys are all over the freaking place. All right. So we're going to say, jeez, I'm just going to say very fine 20 as an estimated grade. Why? Because we need to be safe. Well, I'm just going to say very fine 20 for us to be safe. They could give us a 25. Do you think maybe 25 or 20? I'd say very fine 20 because I want to be safe. Because, man, after that last submission came back, I want to be safe. I don't want to be overly disciplined. So, we'll say 20. All right. Here's another one in the books. There's another disappointment in the books. Oh, shit. Oh. God. I got to have a moment alone with this coin. This is an 1883 O, and you probably will never see another one like this one. Ching, 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 ching. Let me show you the back first. Look at this. Oh, shit. I'll flip it around for you. God, it's getting laggy on YouTube, huh? I'll bet you do. I bet you do. Look at that coin, huh? AU53. You're a high. Look, you need to lay off that liquor and smoking all that pot there, Texas Joe. Because if that's an AU53, I'll kiss my own ass. There ain't no way. That definitely Mint State 63. Definitely. 63, 64. Gotta be. Gotta be. I wouldn't go no lower than 62. There ain't no chatter on her face. But let me show you. No, it's more than that. God. Oops. Here's an AU. No. It'll be a close one. So Joe says, screw Bob. And he says, AU what? AU 53. I say MS 62. Joe, AU 53. CLMK says MS 66. I think she's way off. I'm going to sell her all these coins for $110 a piece. I'll start a new collection at that. Nate Raymond says MS 64. Okay. And Old Soul says MS 63. And nickel? What the hell is he talking about? What nickel? Show yours out. Huh? Wait a minute. You want me to go back to the coin again? See, you want one more chance at this, Joe? You want a chance to redeem yourself? My brother, he's way out there. My brother, Killer Coil, thinks this is damn nickel. You know he's smoking some crack. Shit. You see them lines right there? You don't understand them lines on her face, do you, Joe? You better look that up because I know exactly what this coin is. But I'm not telling you. But if they catch it, it's going to come back with a van. What's the value of a three-legged buffalo nickel? I don't know. Ask Joe. He'll tell you. Look at that. Did you catch that now, Joe? You see that special van? You see them lines going through her face? That's called a ray. It autofocuses, Joe. I told you I got to get the other camera. You see that ray? See the ray of sunshine on her face? That's the way the coin's made. This is a really rare coin. But I'm going to test the old ANAC. I know that PCGS knows. And I know the ANA knows because I'm a member of ANA. I'm a member of Konica. I've been doing this a long time. I just know. They call that a ray of sunshine. And I'm going to see if ANAC knows. And they give me the van. Now I'll show you the back of the coin. That ray can throw you off. Here's the back of the coin. Look at that. Sweet God. Well, let's put it underneath the old microscope. Let's put it under the microscope. Ready? Here we go. Look at how beautiful this coin is. Look how crisp that "In God We Trust" is. God, mercy. Look at that. Sweet Jesus. You wish you had this coin, Joe. I think you're just trying to get it cheap from me. Look at that. Look at how crisp that is. Grace and a cross. Look at that. Look at them wings. AU58, my asshole. All right, let's turn it around. Now I want to teach you guys something. You see her face? You see the rays? These are called rays. See these? This is actually a part of the coin. See the arrow? Looks like a gun. See it? Looks like an M16. You see that? See that gun? Looks like an M16. See it? Rays of sunshine. You'll see them up here too. See the rays coming out of her eyes? See it? Rays. There's another gun. See it? This is a super rare coin, guys. And I'm doing this to test these guys at ANAC. That's what I'm doing. I know what they are. They're highly sought after. Yeah. That's a super rare coin right there. And I've seen other people with them, but you hardly ever see them. So, if that don't bring back a 62, I'll eat my own asshole. So, what do you got for a number, Joe? I'm just saying 62 because I know how treacherous they can be at me. But if they know how to grade, they're going to say 63. I'm going to change my number. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to leave 62. So, what's your final answer? Remember, Bob, will you put these up for auction after they come back from grading? Absolutely not, Dove. These are my coins from my collection. These are my personal collection coins. That's what these are. And what we're doing is we're just kind of ROS. What the hell is an ROS? Yeah, rays of sun. Well, that's what they're called, rays of sunshine. On her face, it's a van. $18.83. Oh. I could put something down there, but maybe I will. You guys are something else. Well, I'm going to say MS63 based upon all of you guys. But that coin's a beautiful coin for sure. You seen it here first, right here on Reverend Bob's. Why do I want to sell all my good ones to you guys? Then I wouldn't have good ones in my collection. Ain't happening. Not happening. Now, if I had two of something, that would be different. Okay, this next coin is a 1879 Philly Dilly with a Willie. Now, this should be an easy coin for you guys to grade. Shit, if I can ever get it out of there. Now, let me see if I'm pulling the right one. Oh, they're going to have a hard time with this one. Okay. This is a hard coin. So let me show you. It's a very fine 20, right? And up here, that's an XF. Okay? So, here's a hard coin. I'm going to show you the reverse of the coin first. You got to get in there right. There we go. I'm going to try to cover the damn camera. I got too much light in here. Shit. It's awful tough to get this right. There we go. The coin's so shiny. There we go. It's hard to show it. It has some toning, so don't. You can still see the luster on the face. Otherwise, the coin, this is beautiful. It's absolutely a nice coin. I'm going to tell you what I think it is. I think it's somewhere between a very fine, I think it's a very, VF35 to EF40. It's hard to tell, guys. I'm going to tell you that. This is a very difficult coin. But I'm going to say, in hopes of, I'm going to say, probably a very fine 35, maybe. This is a hard one. This is a hard-ass coin. What's up, John? I'm going to say a very fine 35. At least I hope it is. It's a tricky coin. It really is. I'm going to say very fine 35. Lady says very fine 30. Hey, what's up, John? How goes the battle? All right. Joe says very fine 20. And CLMK says, and Poet says, don't ask, don't tell. Don't ask, don't tell. Well, CLMK, she go to sleep. What we'll do is we'll do the next 3 coins, and then tomorrow I'll get on and we'll do these next 10. I'll get on early tomorrow. We'll do the next 10. Because everybody's going sideways. We're getting Morgan headed. Or we can do it sometime next week and we can do the other 10. Because I think CLMK fell asleep. What did you think it was, Judge? That last one. We know it's a very fine. We just can't figure out what it is in very fine. It's either a very fine 20 or a very fine 35 or a very fine 30. Or a very fine 25. So you got 20, 25, 30, 35. All right. Fine Georges. Very fine. So I think CLMK went to sleep, but she's in somebody else's stream. So we're going to say very fine 25 as an estimate. That way, we're somewhere around one above or one below. Okay. Oh, shit. This one's going to send you guys for a loop. All right. This one's an 1883S. Here we go. Here's a challenging coin for you guys. You ready? Joe should be able to see this one. Flip it over. So, I think it's probably a fine. No, it's between a fine 12 and a fine 15. It all depends on that back. So, because of the tone, they might give it a 15, but I think it's safe to say a fine 12. They're easier to grade when you can see them, huh, Joe? So we got two fine 12s. Joe is a fine 12. F14. That's a freaking plane, lady. There's no. You either get an F12 or you get an F15. You get no F13. F14. Okay, and George is an F12. So we're going to say it's an F12. That was an easy one for us to grade, huh? Oh, here comes another one. This is an 1879 S. Here's a freaking weird one. All right. Pay attention to the hair, right? Because that's what they're looking at. Okay. Remember, you got to grade based on the front and the rear. There's the front. Here's the rear. It's got good lines on the wings in the back. So I'm going to say this is a fine 15. Based upon them wings. Joe says fine 12. Okay. I say fine 15. Joe says fine 12. Let's see. What do you say, lady? Oh, John's getting in on this. 10, 12. Christ, you can't do that. Now you're going between grades here. You think that that's a very good 10? Now the wings. You got to look at the wings in the bonnet. So you definitely have to be in a fine area. So I always put you down for a fine 12. See on the case, you want a fine. There is no fine 10. You either get a fine 12 or a fine 15. Which is it? You guys are crazy. Okay. That would be a very good 10. You want very good 10, Dove? or do you want a fine 12? Oh, George says 12. And Lady says very fine 20. CLMK says F12. Dove says very good 10. All right, let me add this shit up. So we got a fine 15, a fine 12, a fine 12, a very fine 20, a fine 12, and a very good 10. So I would say that we would be safe to say a fine 12. Okay. And last but not least of the 10, and then we'll save the other 10 for next week. Okay. Because I got an auction Sunday, so I don't want to be up late tomorrow night. So next week we'll do this 10. Last but not least, oh God. All right. Here's a test. I'm in. There we go. Let's test your brains. Oh. You guys are going to shit your pants. I don't even need to focus this, and you should be smart enough to know what this is. There's the front. Flip it around. Shit, that thing's shiny. Here's the rear. Yeah. God, she's sweet. Jesus, can I have a moment alone? Let me blank out the camera. Oh, this coin is fucking bad. Oop, I said the F word, sorry. This coin is bad to the bone. God. All right. I know what I'm going to grade. I'm going to say that's an MS63. Next. CLK just wants the damn thing. Trust me, just because I pay a lot, I didn't pay a lot. How much did I pay for that coin? 1882p. I paid $75 for that coin. Holy crap. No wonder why I paid $75 for that coin. All right, Poet says, okay, Dove says 64. Dove 64. And then Old Soul 64. And Lady says 61. I ain't liking you tonight. Lady says 61. God, I'm glad you ain't. John says 62. And Texas Joe says 61. You're fired, Joe. Okay, so we got 63, 64, 64, 61, 62, 61. So that would mean that we all think now it's not proof light. CLMK says 65. All right. Well, I'm going to say that we estimate it at an MS62. And it's not proof light. I'm going to tell you why. And I'll show you why. When you hold the coin away from you, right? 6 feet away. We'll say that's 6 feet. If you can't see your face in the reflection, then it's not a proof light. And this doesn't give you that. It just gives you that nice luster. It's got beautiful luster. It's a beautiful coin, but it ain't deep. It ain't got enough. Doesn't have enough snap in it for a proof light. But it is a beautiful coin. So, for the first 10, we got, here's our estimateds on the first 10. Yeah, my camera sucks. I got a new camera right here in this box. Right here. And you can be betting I'm going to try to get that sucker mounted tomorrow. And then I can zoom right in for you guys. So this is what we got for the first 10 so far. We got, shit. It ain't looking very good. We got an MS61 estimate. We got a Proof Like 62 estimate. We got a Extra Fine 40 estimate. We got a Proof Like 60 estimate. We got a Very Fine 20 estimate. We got an MS63 estimate. We got a Very Fine 25 estimate. We got a Fine 12 estimate, another Fine 12 estimate, and an estimate of MS62. So based on the prices that I got, so we got an estimate of an MS61 for the 1883 Philadelphia. I paid $65. If it comes out of MS61, 1883 Philly. I'll be right where I need to be in price. If we get a Proof Like 62 on the 1880S, then we're talking about maybe $3,000. The next one would be a XF40. Which would be the other 1880. So I'll break even on that one. And then we got 1881S. So 1881S. If I get a Proof Like 61 in that, we're talking about $1,500. And then we got, what the fuck is this? 1883 O. And that one's got rays of sunshine in their face, I think. Right? That's a Very Fine 20 we came up with. I think that's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. That's the 1883 that I'm talking about. So the 1883 Rays of Sunshine, which would be 6. we're talking about 63. But with that VAM rating, God only knows what that will be. And then let's see. Then we got 7, which is a VF20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is 1879p. I paid $65 for it. If it comes out a very fine 25, I'm not going to be very happy. 79p. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm going to lose money on that sucker. And then the other ones are fines, and the last one is what we're worried about, which is number 10, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, which is an 1882p. 1882p. Who said that was? Number 62. 72. 82p. Yeah, I'm going to be shit on that one too. So the only ones that we're really looking good at is the proof likes. If we get the proof likes, God, if we get them proof likes, I don't give a shit what. I don't really care. Well, except for the Carson Cities. And we got 3 Carson Cities in there. We got an 1878 Carson City, and we got 2 1882 Carson Cities. So, which they're worth $125 a piece anyway. Don't really make 2 rats' asses on that one, which is for the next one. So we'll catch those the next time, sometime this week, maybe on Wednesday or something. Maybe on Wednesday we'll have another little the last 10 in the submission we'll go through, and we'll see where we're at. Them Carson Cities are where the big money's coming in. I mean, I know they're worth 125 a piece. There's no question in my mind about that. But it's what we see for a grade, you know. That's where, you know, it all lies. So we got the first 10 done. That was fun. Well, the thing about grading coins, you look at her face first, right? Most people always look at her face first. But there's a lot of other things that come, you know, how many marks are in the fields, how many marks are on her face, what's the reeded edge look like, you know, what's the rim look like. There's just so many variations. What's the reverse look like? You know, is it bright? Is it not bright? Is it ugly? You know, there's a lot of variations that come into play. So if we're safe and we go, you know, 1 or 2 grades lower than what we think it's going to be. Here, let me put you guys back up here. If we're safe and we go a couple grades lower than what we think it's going to be, you know, and they come out higher, then we're cool. I think where we get really itchy is things that look really nice, you know. And I always try to, if it looks really nice and there's not a lot of marks in the fields, but there's a few marks in the face, look. They're going to make them 64s and below, period. If there's no marks on her face and very few marks in the fields, you know, you're going to get a 65. If there's just a little ding somewhere, one little like slash mark, you're going to get a 65 star or 66. Now you're getting into big money. So the rarity of us, you know, the chance of us getting into 65s and 66s is slim. I mean, it's real slim. So I'm not thinking that we got any 65s in there whatsoever, for sure. And I'm not a 65 hunter anyway. Now I do have some 65s, but they're locked up, and there's something special about them. So, but I think if everything works out the way or close to what we got, if I get the proof, I should get at least one proof light because it came out of a proof light holder. But if I can get a couple of proof lights, I'm good. I'm solid. I'm solid for all of them. I mean, the whole coins, because one coin at proof light will double my cost on everything. Yeah, I got a brand new camera right here. I don't like the autofocus cameras. I mean, it's a nice camera if you're just sitting around, but I think that this camera will be better. Or that. That one there just can't take the beef that long, but this one here, this is one I just got. So what I'm going to try doing is mounting it on that stand tomorrow, and seeing what we can do. Well, not tomorrow. Well, I'm going to mount it tomorrow and check it out, but Sunday, and see how we can do with this. Because this one here is a manual focus, so it'll make it a whole hell of a lot easier when we want to focus. I can focus, you know what I mean? And then you can see really good. You'll get your boxes, that's right. Have no fear. It's on its way, dear. Oh, shit. One thing. I need some padding on this seat. Brand new seat, boy. Woo, 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 woo. It ain't very nice on the old anal cavity. Oh, did I tell you guys I was making wine? You guys drink wine? I got a recipe, so I had to try it. You guys ain't even going to believe this wine recipe. You want the wine recipe? Anybody drink wine? Jesus turned water into wine, so it's okay. Not grape juice, wine. It says wine. Wine is fermented. Nobody drinks wine? The hell, we got a bunch of them. Okay. You want a quick wine recipe? You got a pen and piece of paper? You're not even gonna believe this. I got 3 jugs brewing. Yes, you can make wine from water. You really can. Okay, so you can go to Aldi's or wherever and get 100% juice. It can be apple juice, it can be fruit juice, it can be grape juice, it can be cranberry juice, whatever. Okay, take 2 cups out of that jug. The 32 ounces or whatever they are. The jugs. I think they're 32, 64 ounces, I think. So what you do is you take 2 cups out of the 64 ounces, right? 2 cups of it out, right? So you take 2 cups out, put 1.5 cups of sugar in, okay? 1.5 cups of sugar, and 1/2 teaspoon of dried yeast, like Fleischmann's dried yeast, 1/2 teaspoon, okay? And then you can pour a little more of the juice in until it's about this far from the top of the cap. Okay? Then tighten it off and shake the shit out of it, right? Shake it really good. Back and forth, up and down, back and forth, up and down. Stop for a minute. And then start shaking it again. Shake, 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 shake. Right? For a few minutes. Shake it. Boom, 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 boom. Shake, shake, shake. Right? Set it down. Open the top up, right? You'll hear it go, right? Close the top, crack the top again until you can push it and you can hear air coming out of it. Okay? And then set it up on a shelf somewhere and don't touch it for 5 weeks. Don't look at it. Don't shake it. Don't touch it. Just let it sit there for 5 weeks and you'll have wine. Don't touch it. Don't shake it. Don't look at it for 5 weeks. What happens is the yeast takes the sugar and turns it into alcohol. And it should be somewhere between 12 and 20% when you get done. Alcohol content. It will turn it into wine. But don't be shaking it up or anything, because if you do that, you'll ruin it. If you open it up, you'll ruin it. You just want enough so that the gases from the yeast and the sugar, they get the vent, or the shit will blow up. I'll tell you that right now. But that's the wine recipe. Simple and easy. Yeah, kind of like it. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake that booty. Okay. Booty tooty. Jailhouse brew. No. It's you guys ever watch that guy doing it cheap? Pow Pow? Pow Pow from Doing It Cheap. I don't know if you guys ever watch him, but I was watching him, I don't know. God, it must have been a year or two ago. And I go, come on. It can't be that simple. And it is that simple. Believe me, it's that simple. No, I don't need to make no moonshine. Trust me. You want? Oh, I can't. I mean, you can make it for your own consumption. You can make moonshine for your own consumption. There's nothing wrong with that. I have some. Nothing wrong with it. Making it for your own consumption, it's perfectly legal. Ooh. Ah, that corn whiskey, I can't drink it. Corn liquor? No. Used to grab the juices that ran from the silage pile, for cows, cow corn silage pile. You can take them juices and you can put them in a jug, and just as long as you got some gas off, we can, get the gas off. Make some corn liquor that way. Or you can just take the sour mash, mash up the corn really good. And you can do it that way. It's just a filtering process. Not much of a scotch drinker. I don't like the bite it has. Even when you put water with it, it's not my thing. I don't like it. I just like straight whiskey if I was going to drink it, Not a big drinker, but I just like single barrel. Nice, John. That's cool. That's a nice find. Hurry up, put it on eBay. They're selling like hotcakes. Better put it on eBay. Selling like hotcakes. If I had a lot of money, I know what I'd be buying next week. Is it next week? Yeah, next week. I know what I'd be buying. I'd be buying me that gold 1-ounce dollar. Look, if I had the money, I would buy that gold eagle next week. Hands down. I would. because I could easily double my money. You watch. I don't care what it is. You could double it the price of a 10th ounce. You could double the price of a quarter ounce, half ounce, 1 ounce. It don't matter what denomination it is. You buy any gold coin and you can easily double your money. Easily. The problem is getting one. Hey, I'd be proud of you if you could get one. Because you could easily double your money. As soon as you get it in, you can post it on eBay and double your money. Just like that. They already got them listed. They ain't even got them yet. But I know for a fact that you can double your money. Yup. You should buy one if you got the bucks. If you don't and you got the money and you don't buy one, you're dumb. Dumb. D-U-M-B. Because I told you to. Just buy the damn thing if you can get one. That's the problem. I mean, it's going to be a bitch getting any of them. I mean, a 10th ounce, quarter ounce, half ounce. I don't care what you're trying to get. But them Eagles, right there, you can easily double your money. No question. You go look at the videos. There's already videos out on it. I bet you there's videos out on it saying if you can get one, you can easily make money on them. Easily. That's a type 1 last year, last reverse of that series of coin. I guarantee you. Yeah, I do. I got, look. I can't say who gave me a coin, but I got one upstairs in a nice little brown box. That's really rare. Only 10,000 of them. And they were 2021s made in 2020. That's super rare. There was less of them made than there was of the proofs are proofs, so you can't put them in the same category, but they're both rare. The great thing is somebody was looking out for me and loved me enough to buy me one. And I got one. And I know you ain't got one, Joe. I think what I'm going to do is every stream now, as Joe talks smack, I'm going to go upstairs and grab that coin and show. And then I'm going to get the proof one to go. Hey, if you can get the gold coin, I'd be proud of you. For real. I'm not joking. This is where Rev doesn't play. If you can get the gold coin, get it. The set's going to be probably about $3,600 or so. I'm thinking $3,800. I'm just going to try to get one. That's it. I think I'm going to go for the 10th ounce. If I can get enough money. I really want that. I don't even own a gold eagle. I don't own a gold 1 ounce coin. I never have. I have friends that have them. But I've just, I probably should have one. But, for some reason, the ladies call out my name before I can ever get to one. And for me, I think it's more important for me to save my money. Which, after today's adventure of screwing up, I got to be careful for the next few months until the Morgans come out, because I will own every Morgan. I will probably own 5 of each type of Morgans if I can afford to do it. That is more important to me than a gold eagle. Because there's only 1 year for them every 100 years. Unless they decided to put them out for 5 years or so, which I think that's what they should do. I think they should have a run of them for 5 years, as a part of the 100th anniversary run. So, you got the 100th anniversary coin, and then you do it for 5 years, and then you can shut them off again. And then in 25 years, you can do it again. Of course, we'll all be old by then, but we might get some. Yeah, about 2,500. I think they were saying that depending on the market price, probably around $3,800 for the set. For the 1 ounce, the half ounce, the quarter ounce, and the 10th ounce. So, that's a lot of money. But you could easily make probably 7 or 8. You could probably easily sell it for $7,000 or $8,000 for the whole set because of the rarity of it. So, I just don't have the money to do it. It's just not there. I'd rather get the Morgans because I like Morgans. It's a good money adventure, but I just can't afford to put out that kind of money. Just can't do it. That's a boat I'll miss. Now, if I can afford, if like the 1/10 ounce is like $300, then it would be worth it for me to buy it. Because then all I'd do is go and flip it, and try to make double my money, and then save that money for my Morgans. Gold is, I believe when it's gold, it's handled differently. It has a special label on it, I believe. So, yeah, I got a tip for you. When it decides to go live, make sure that all your information is already inputted. Okay, so whether you have PayPal or whether you have a credit card or anything, make sure it's on file. Make sure everything's up to date. And probably about 10 minutes before it goes live, because it'll go live at noontime, right? I think it's Eastern Standard Time. You want to be into the site. You want to be in the site. Okay. And as soon as it goes live, it'll pop up. You click on it, put it in the cart, and check out. Period. Because it's going to sell out in probably 3 to 5 minutes. Because everybody else is doing it. And it will probably crash. So, you want to make sure you're on top of that game if you're going to get it. So, I might do it. I don't know. I have to see where I'm at. I don't know. We'll see how the auction makes out Sunday. And, if I sell enough coins, then I'll probably end up doing it. Because if I'm going to get the Morgans, I got to make some money somewhere to get them. Because the Morgans are more important to me. I know that people don't think so, but they're more important than any of the other coins. I bought extra proofs, but of the Silver Eagles, the ASEs, American Silver Eagles. That's only to try to make a little extra money to buy the Morgans, because I think they're more important. That's just me. Some people collect gold and they don't collect silver. So nice. Yeah, yeah. When you go in there, right? What's going to happen is you'll be on the listing page, right? And when it turns, when you see that clock, right? So you got a listing page of when it comes out, right? So you'll go down to I think it's November 11th. No, November 11th, March 11th. You go down March 11th. I think that's when it is. You'll have to double check that. You go down to March 11th on their webpage, right? As soon as it hits 12 o'clock, click on it. It'll say available. Click on it. Put it in the uh, put it in the buy it now or whatever, in the cart. Buy it now. Boom. Check out. Be done. That quick. That's how you got to do it. When I got my 75th anniversary medal, I got two of them, as a matter of fact. That's how I did it. And I got it, and they sold out quick too. The mint sets are going to sell out quick too. So you might want to pick up a few of them. The mint sets that are coming out, they're going to sell out too. Yeah, I got I didn't get the regular V75 American Silver Eagle, but I got two V75 medals. The medals. And those were hard to get too. Them were big bucks. Well, I got a couple of them. I really only needed one, but I got one that's graded and one that's not graded. I think the V75 thing just went crazy, I mean, it's a rare coin, don't get me wrong, but look how many of the medals were made. Yeah. Mint sets are available today, yeah. It might be something to look into if they have any open, because people are probably taking the big dollar people, people who are really in it to make money, they're probably taking their eyes off of that. They figured there's going to be a lot of them, right? And they're saving their money because they got to watch their overhead because they're figuring if they buy the gold, the profit margin's greater than sitting on some mint sets, for a week or two to sell them. But, there's a fine line there, what people can afford, That's the thing. Yeah, the $32. That's, I mean, if you need them for your collection, then that's fine. But I don't think that's for the silver mint set, though. That's just for the regular mint set, right? That's not for the proof silver ones. That's just for the proof clad, right? I believe. Yeah, silver proof sets in April. Yeah, they'll sell out. Big money. Most of the time, I think if the gold is under a certain weight limit, you have to sign for it. I can't remember. We would have looked that up though. Well, guys, I need to go take some medicine because I am feeling it. I ain't lying to you. So I'm going to take my bones upstairs and chill out because I'm feeling it. Oh, yeah. I am definitely hurting. But, so I'm going to go upstairs and lay down and take my medicine. So I'm feeling it. Anyway, thanks for coming out. Hope you guys had some fun. I'll be on Sunday. Hopefully. I should be. And we'll see what we can do. We got bunches of stuff. We'll have some fun with it. Hopefully have some fun with it anyway. Anyways, I love you guys. Thanks for coming out. Hope we had a good time. And probably Wednesday, we'll do the other 10. And hopefully we find some good stuff in there too. All right, guys, I love you. Have a good night. We'll see you Sunday. Reverend Bob is taking his hurting ass out of here. We'll see you.